Hi guys, welcome to this video on the 5S methodology by Simplilearn. I'm Rahul and let's get started. So here we have Jim carrying a stack of sheets in his very messy cubicle. Suddenly, Jim realizes a few things. He's lost a really important file. But that's not all, the bad news just keeps on coming. He remembers that his messy desk and area are the talk of the entire office. And thanks to this, he doesn't even want to get any work done. A little angry and annoyed with himself, Jim sits down in resignation. That's when John walks in. John asks him what's wrong. Jim tells him that he's in a mess and doesn't know what to do. That's when John tells him about his solution, the 5S methodology. Now, let me tell you everything I'm going to teach you. We'll be talking about what is the 5S methodology, benefits of the 5S methodology, the process of 5S, which consists of 5 other steps. So now, let's have a look at what exactly is the 5S methodology. The 5S methodology is a popular workplace organization methodology that was introduced in Japan and was first implemented by Toyota Motor Corporation. The primary reason it was developed was to make just-in-time manufacturing possible. So what is just-in-time? It's a form of manufacturing that aims to produce only the amount of product needed when it's needed. The 5S methodology basically focuses on cleanliness and organization while at the same time focusing on maximizing efficiency and profit. So you could say that 5S provides a framework whose main focus is using visual management, which is a way to visually communicate a number of things like performance, standards, or warnings in a way that requires little to no training to interpret, so that you can emphasize on using a mindset as well as tools to ensure there's efficiency and value being created. So what you're doing in this methodology is observing, analyzing, collaborating, searching for waste, and then removing it. So what makes this methodology so special? Let's find out. First off, we have optimized organization. Thanks to 5S, every component that you need for work is kept in a way that's easily accessible and easy to use. So no more time is wasted on looking for items, deciding how they can be used, or even returning them. Then we have improved efficiency. The 5S methodology enables companies to focus on ways to eliminate waste while enhancing the company's bottom line. This is made possible by improving the company's products and services, and by extension, this is able to lower costs. Next, we have bigger storage density. Now, since 5S is mainly focused on removing the unnecessary items from the work area, there's a lot of free space open for efficient usage. Then, there's increased safety. So now that all the unnecessary clutter and waste is removed from the work area, it's much safer for the employee to work in. And finally, we have improved workspace morale. Now, since the workspace is a lot more cleaner, safer, and more organized, the morale among employees is also greatly improved. Now, let's have a look at the process of the 5S methodology. Now, the process behind the 5S methodology consists of 5 Japanese terms and their translations, each of whom start with the letter S, hence the name 5S. The steps are sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. And now for the first step, sort. Sort or seri in Japanese can be translated to tidiness. Now this step involves sorting through materials, keeping only the essential items needed to complete tasks. The aim here is to remove clutter and clear the workspace of things that don't belong there or aren't critical to the work you're doing. In this step, you clean the work area. By carefully analyzing the workspace, you need to remove any items that you don't require for work. From these removed items, you need to decide which ones need to be removed and which ones need to be recycled. Other items may need to be returned from where they were taken, or there might be some items you're not sure about. These items need to be red tagged. Now we've red tagged unknown items. The items whose ownership isn't clear or which cannot be identified are red tagged. By red tagging, what you're doing is attaching a visible tag on the item, which includes information like where and when the item was found. The red tagged items are arranged in a particular location. It's likely that these red tagged items could stay in lost and found for a long time. Here are a few things you can do with them. After 30 days of staying in lost and found, Supervisors from other departments can claim the items for themselves. If they stay undisturbed for 10 more days, they can be thrown away, sold, or recycled. If these items are expected to be useful at some other point, they can be stored and lost and found with a specific plan for the time it's expected to be used. Now let's have a look at the next step. Set an order. Set an order or set on translate to orderliness. Here the aim is to organize the work area, which means items need to be easy to find, use, and return. So first off, you need to create a 5S map. The 5S map is a floor plan or a diagram that can provide an overview of the work area, process, or station. It also shows the location of different components you might be needing for work, with travel paths and details on how they're related to one another. It can also include a description of the work that's done in that particular area. It also needs to be updated periodically. Then the plan needs to be communicated. Once storage locations are assigned, they're labeled. With this, employees will be able to easily identify what's inside these storage locations. Floor marking tapes could also be used to mark work areas, movement lanes, and storage supplies. Now, let's have a look at the next step. Shine. Shine or say so translates to cleanliness. Here, the aim is to remove the dust that accumulates under the clutter, while ensuring it doesn't return. Here, you need to perform routine cleaning. Every week, every area within the work area needs to be cleaned. Employees need to be responsible for the cleanliness of their workspace and the equipments they use. With this, they'll be able to quickly recognize problems that might arise. Difficult situations can be understood easily, and items that are out of place can be recognized quickly. Now, let's have a look at our next step. Standardize. Standardize or Seiketsu translates to standardization. In this step, long-term changes are incorporated. What's being done and by whom is being written down. New practices are also being incorporated into the work procedure. First, things are written down. Decisions, once written down, can be included as part of the standards related to a particular area. For example, the 5S map created and the red tagging of items can all be incorporated as standards. Based on changing business needs, these standards can be changed as well. Then you need to use tools for standardizing. Communication is really important in this step. Decisions made about the work practices need to be communicated with the employees. This can be done with 5S checklists, job cycle charts, and procedure labels and signs. And now let's have a look at our last step. Sustain. Sustain or Shitsuke translates to discipline. Here the focus is on continuous improvement. The decisions that were made in the previous step need to be repeated to form a continuous cycle. In this step, you need to ensure that 5S is applied repeatedly as part of routine work. Some ways to sustain the program are management support, department tours, updated tours, progress audits, performance evaluations, and so on. And that's it. That's the 5S methodology. Jim decides to incorporate it as soon as possible. And after applying 5S, Jim's workspace is a lot more cleaner and better organized. Jim thanks John for helping with that. And with that, we've reached the end of this video. I hope you guys found this informative and helpful. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more from Simplilearn.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.